It's time for a little end of the world mischief today on BMF. Hey Questers, and welcome to another episode of BMF, the unofficial home for all things Oculus Quest. Keep up to date on Quest news, game reviews, and the latest developments by subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. Today we're talking about a surprise game that came to the Quest last week. Please don't touch anything. Before we get started, thanks to the dev for sending me over a key to check it out. Having played both the original and updated 3D version of this twisted end-of-the-world puzzler, I was excited to jump into VR to check it out. But is it worth picking up, or is it a game you shouldn't touch? That was lame. Sorry, let's check in and find out. Please Don't Touch Anything is a unique and honestly freaking hard puzzle game. Set in a small room, you're asked by a fellow coworker just to watch over the room while he takes a bathroom break. Nothing hard about that, right? But before he left to relieve himself, he utters the words that every curious person longs to hear. Don't touch anything. That red button in the center of the metallic console is calling your name now. Should you push it? Heck yes. This game is unique in that you are told nothing, and I mean nothing. You start off the game in that room, and it's your job to figure out not just how to solve the puzzles, but where the heck to even find the puzzles. Each press of a button, flick of a switch, or any of the many different interactions, puzzles, secrets, codes, whatever, leads to a new hellish end of the world or twisted, messed up reality. Whether it's an alien invasion, time travel, or nuclear fallout, you're sure to cause the death of millions with your blatant disregard for rules. Graphically, the game looks pretty good, even though it all takes place in one room. When something happens that you cause, whether as an end-of-the-world event or just some creepy ending inside of the room, you get a real sense of presence. The game does a great job of showing you in a simplistic, retro computer graphic on the screen what is happening outside of your little bunker room. And you can actually see effects of it, such as the whole room shaking and dust falling when a bomb explodes. One thing that drove me nuts to start with was the player height. Nothing I did could fix how short I was standing in front of the console until I realized that you push up on either of the joysticks and then you can set the height you want of your character. Audibly, it's pretty darn creepy, especially some of the endings when you start hearing whispers in your ears coming from behind you or all around you. I hate people whispering in my ears, but when it's some sort of supernatural being chanting gibberish while blood runs down the walls, it's slightly worse. The mechanics and gameplay are fun, but I did have some issues with some button presses and picking up certain items. I would hit the wrong button sometimes, or I would have to try a couple of times to get buttons to press. It wasn't terrible, and because this isn't a time-based game, it didn't really change the gameplay, but it was just a slight annoyance a couple times. If your room is large enough, you can walk around the entire space inside of the game, but if not, you're actually able to teleport around the room by clicking down on the joystick, aiming where you want to go, and clicking it again. Once you're either to the end of a puzzle, or you get stuck, which is inevitable, you can reset the whole room using the reset lever. I have had a lot of fun with the game so far, and I still have some puzzles left to solve. Some of these dang puzzles are so long, and you have so many steps. But it's a great, challenging puzzle game with some horror end-of-the-world feeling to it. So, should you add this game to your Quest library? If you enjoy puzzle games and trying to rack your brain to figure out what to do next, then yeah, pick it up. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and with the number of puzzles and their difficulty, it should last at least long enough to be worth the $10 price tag, if not longer. On the other side, if you're looking for a game that'll hold your hand and tell which direction to go and what to do next, then this game probably is not for you. There were times when I was just standing there for a few minutes thinking, what the heck do I do now? I think that the best part of this game is that you aren't just solving puzzles for the sake of solving them. The fun part is finding all the twisted and creepy endings. If you're looking for other Oculus Quest games, check out our other reviews here. And please help me out by liking and sharing this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for future Oculus Quest content on BMF, the unofficial home for all things Oculus Quest. Happy questing.